Red sneakers. It was just a color to match or mismatch the entire outfit, especially to those people who are really into dressing up to the nines. That was until Kanye West and Nike dropped this Nike Air Yeezy 2 Red Octobers. To be fair with Kanye, he already did that with Louis Vuitton prior his Nike gig, but for some reason, that 2014 released Yeezy became the most iconic red pair of sneakers, making every single sneaker release that are red, dominant red, or mono red seem to just be an attempt to ride the hype that Kanye made. Now of course, that's not particularly true, and it's fair to say that it's just a sneakerhead hype beast who really thinks that. Now, since it's Boktober, I figured I'd list down my own top red Boktobers of all time. So join me as I list down my top 10 red Reebok pairs. Let's go! Welcome to the channel, this is Shry, and if you're new here, please subscribe with alerts turned on so you'll never miss a video. Now, let me just say that this countdown will be a very subjective one. You guys can very well agree with me, or maybe you got a top 10 list of your own. Feel free to comment it down for further discussion. Also, the pairs that I'll be mentioning are mainly releases for the past 5 to 6 years. At least ever since the hype of red sneakers were ignited by the Yeezy 2 Red Octobers. With that out of the way, let's begin with number 10. In number 10, I will pick the Reebok Kamikaze 2, specifically the black and red colorway. That's one of the OG colorways to hit the retail back in the 90s. Kamikaze 2 is a stable Reebok basketball silhouette that anyone my age range probably have or had one point in time. Of course, I understand it's not a mono red pair, but with a silhouette that iconic, it deserves a spot in this top 10. So that's number 10, the Reebok Kamikaze 2 in black and red. Number 9 is the Reebok Classic Nylon, specifically the one in collaboration with YG, or even the GR Mason Red ones. One can argue that this is particularly not an all-red pair, but let me mention a couple of things. CL Nylon can very well be considered as one of the most iconic sneakers when you talk about Reebok. And the release connected to YG is one, if not the most important iteration to come out in recent years. That's number 9, Reebok Classic Nylon, YG, or even the GR Mason Red. Number 8 is the InstaPump Fury. Yes, there was a release of an all-red InstaPump Fury, but the main reason I'm including that silhouette in this countdown, I can only say one thing: Steven Smith, the godfather of dad shoes, the legendary sneaker designer who made the most iconic sneakers that are not bearing the Jumpman logo. The 990s, the Spiridon, the Yeezys, yes, even the Yeezys. And of course, his favorite child, whether he admits it or not, the InstaPump Fury. So that's number 8, the Reebok InstaPump Fury, all red, triple red, mono red, whatever you want to call it. Number 7 is generally a personal take. This is the Reebok Zig Kinetica. I mentioned it's a personal take because I just recently had this. Just got my pair around a couple months back, and I actually have an unboxing video of this one. I just love the execution of the red uppers, the gradient midsoles, the black trimmings. So this deserves a spot in my top 10. So that's the Reebok Zig Kinetica in red. One of the earliest collaboration involving the Reebok Question, the Allen Iverson pair, is the one with Packer shoes. So number 6, I will include this, the Reebok Question in collaboration with Packer. It's one of the first all red or dominant red Reebok Questions. This was way back when the Certified Network were still working closely with the brand. And for me, in terms of collaboration with Reebok, Packer rarely miss. It always hits. So that's number 6, the Reebok Question in collaboration with Packer. Over at number 5, I'm putting a couple of pairs. These are also a collaboration with one of the certified network shops that was always partnering with the brand before, particularly the Hanon shop. In number 5, I'm putting the Hanon X Phase 2 and the Hanon X Reebok The Pump. I'm putting this together in one number just because they share the same design language. And red suede is always a good thing in sneakers. With the speckled midsoles and the dope Hanon branding, this releases deserves to be mentioned when talking about notable Reebok collaborations. If you want to go high, get the bringbacks. And if you want to stay low-key, get them Phase 2. That's number 5, the Hanon collaboration with Reebok, either the Phase 2 or the bringbacks, the Pump OG. On number 4 is another Reebok Pump pair, another bringback, in collaboration with Shoe Gallery, another member of the certified network. Now the Shoe Gallery X Reebok Pump had more red on its pair compared to the Hanon counterpart. I actually fell in love with this one. I even used it on a wedding. That was a wedding where I sang the bridal march, the entourage march, and during the vows. But yeah, like any other relationships, it needed to come to an end, so I let it go. That's number 4, the Shoe Gallery X Reebok The Pump. On number 3 is one of my used and abused pairs of all time. This is the Reebok Classic Leather Ripple Mono Red. I've mentioned maybe a couple dozen times already in this channel. My favorite silhouette from Reebok is the Classic Leather. So with the mono red treatment, of course, this deserves a spot in this top 10. It's like what they say, you can never go wrong with the classics. That's number 3, the Reebok Classic Leather Ripple Mono Red. On number 2 is the Zaku Ventilators. This is the Reebok in collaboration with Gundam. It was being referred to back then as a head turner, as a neck breaker, just because of the flashy color. You know, they've used glossy finish on the shoe, and it was just a beautiful pair. That pair, like I said, was part of the Gundam collaboration, along with the earlier one featuring the InstaPump Fury silhouette. For me, those two packs are the best takes a Gundam collaboration with a footwear brand. Back here in the Philippines, it was initially a Seoul Academy exclusive. For some reason, it found its way to the outlets. That's number 2, the Reebok Ventilator Zaku. Number 1 is another Reebok question. This is actually a woman's shoe, a collaboration between Reebok and the recording artist, dancer, and sneaker enthusiast Teyana Taylor. But Reebok released bigger sizes to accommodate men who wanted to rock the pair. Here's a pair, by the way, guys, you know, with the scale pattern, the mono red treatment, and just the Reebok question being one dope pair that it is. The Reebok question Teyana Taylor has got to be the best red Boktober pair to date. That's number 10, the Reebok question in collaboration with Teyana Taylor. So that's about it, guys. That's my top 10 red Boktobers. How about you guys? For those Reebok fans and enthusiasts, what are your picks? Or if you're someone who's collecting different brands, apart from the Louis Vuitton Dawn and the Air Yeezy 2 Red Octobers, what's the best all red sneakers or triple red sneakers for you? Comment down below and let's have a conversation. While you're at it, a thumbs up is greatly appreciated. If you want, you can also share this video to your socials. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe with notifications turned on so you'll never miss a video. Thanks for watching. Y'all be safe. I'll see you on the next one.